I'm grind to 1,000,000 coins.
TD is 98 yards in length as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
As we know on every team, head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, we often forget about the special teams coordinator. They pay him too, and boy is he excited about what his team just did. A big-time return for a touchdown.
So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. That one complete to Driver. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Rodgers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
This is taken at the 23. Well, he's loose again. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A 77-yard punt return. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Well, what a game for him. He hits for the return cycle, so to speak. He had the kick return. Now the harder part, just got the punt return for a touchdown.
And I would imagine that the special teams coach, as the ball left the punter's foot, he was thinking, should have kicked away from it.
Yeah.
Should have kicked away from it. He's in a groove, and sometimes you hit those grooves or those zones in a game, and he's in one now. He's in perfect sync with his teammates blocking, and he knows how to find the end zone.
Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And taken right on the 30. Bill shedding the tackle. And shoves him off at the 20. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a
Yeah, I did the same thing. You see, I've been eating stuff all day.
They've got it set up on the silver platter. First and goal inside the 10. A very short field to work with now. First and goal after the great punt return. And now running right through it. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are
what you eating on, Trent?
lead out a bit further. Elam now to add the extra point.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. Plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later.
I love noodles. I eat them all the time.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away.
I actually like the pork flavor with it.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting.
Ooh, did you see that?
It's loose, poked down, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff.
Yeah.
He'll get it again following that
they suck.
Return for a score.
I just have fun with them. That's it.
At the 6. And he'll take this up past
have fun. Try plays out. This is when you try your moves out.
So here's the home side to take
like now, you see, I'm just really focusing on returning with Tyreek. Get my skills up with him.
Situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to
I put on that training points on them.
You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
From the 27, Rodgers.
Oh, they suck.
Incomplete. Christian Okoye, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
I only got a few more left, though. That's good. I'm glad.
Following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's
Come here.
Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malcolm Smith with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
What?
We remind you that coming up at halftime,
You gotta have self-control, baby.
Alongside, he'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando.
Not just with the game, that's with life too. You gotta be patient, chill.
And he fields it clean.
You always remember, you gonna open a pack of something tomorrow. Something new's gonna come out.
Very good return that time. 18 yards.
Like all the coins I done spent trying to chase some of these cards, I could have just saved them and bought them. You know?
Next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
I do the same thing. Just waste my coins too. You think you blow coins? I blow, man. Man, look, I only got like 300K. I should probably at least have like 4 million coins. I mean, I sell my team. I can sell a lot of cards, but.
You can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away.
Oh, yeah.
This will be taken in at the 1.
I just started playing this year.
The 20, call it the 21-yard line.
I didn't play much.
So here's the home side to take over on
I didn't play much last year.
On the last drive, no points on the scoreboard. A little soul searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be.
I'm new to the mutt. I'm new to the mutt. You know what I mean? New to the mutt community.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
You must be picking the wrong packs.
Rodgers. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Ezekiel Ansah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I had a good year then because I didn't open that many packs, and all my cards I pulled out of these packs.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line.
I think the only card I bought was
another example right there.
Was Minka Fitzpatrick.
Is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there.
Minka Fitzpatrick, and I bought that 89 overall DK Metcalf. I bought DK Metcalf for like 70K when he was first coming out.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone.
And I bought Jadeveon Clowney. I bought Jadeveon Clowney for like, I think 100 and like 160K.
Thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows?
Everybody else I got in packs. Minka Fitzpatrick, I had
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action.
A lot of good QBs right now. I don't know, try to get like.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be
Aaron Rodgers, though. You got to be able to move around in the pocket. You got to be able to move. So Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson.
To take over on offense.
Kyler Murray's a good card. That Kyler Murray.
Of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball,
Steve Young.
Base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. You might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And Steve Young's real cheap. That's a good card.
14 yards. Ball up to the 30.
Cam Newton got a good card. He's cheap.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get
cheapest one to probably start out with where you at is probably Cam Newton.
They pick up 11.
Yeah, 90 overall Kyler Murray, all right.
I think
Right
the
him.
offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Now, a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Yeah, you do that mud level training. They give you 55K. By the time you get to level 70, you'll get that.
4 times already, and they're staring at a
you're at 60 now, so if you get up to 70, you'll get, I think they're going to give you like 100 or something K, like 110 maybe.
John Randall with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's...
Here we go.
Yeah, it's boring as hell.
On first down, it's Jackson. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space.
See, I do it, though. I get on grind, baby. I'm almost done.
17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter.
You got some live and boring.
And he will get into the end.
So you got fun later.
Another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
So that means you're having fun.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Feel the same way. You just addicted to it, but you ain't having fun, but you can't get off of it.
And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives.
You like cigarettes. Bad for your health, but I can't stop smoking them for some reason. You know what I mean?
Asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting?
Oh, that's a pick.
Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back.
I know I be after certain stuff, so I be chasing it. I'm like, I'm gonna keep trying to get to what I'm getting to. I ain't even got the cars I want yet. I got a bunch of bull crap just running around on my team. I got to get off of them.
This offense so far on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far.
I need to get that Patrick Willis.
To throw is Roger.
Yeah.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ray Guy now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football.
Not yet, I get my butt kicked. I need to get my offensive line right.
Here's Hill on the return.
Oh,
51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start here with Jackson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Patrick Surtain up to make the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield.
Run him over, Bo.
Get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Show Troy you got to stay on grind. Grind, Bo, grinding.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shoves him aside. Room to run again. 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
I think he's getting stronger as the game's going on.
4th as it was way back to 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Finished him off. You know what I mean? Just got to knock him down. I don't know why you should have been playing. You could have been grinding with that Watts and had you like 180K sitting in the bank.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
At least they were running the ball on the final play.
Believe me, I be wanting to sell some of my cars. I be wanting to sell my Russell them and get 500 grand.
They were just kind of not even willing to stop them.
Yeah, they had an opportunity, but I think they looked at the scoreboard and said it doesn't matter either way, and that probably affected them on that play, and they ended up giving up one more score.
Well done. You've defeated this.
You got silver QBs in now.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. On tap for this game, all you need to do is win the game.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25,
Come
on the
on, Tyree.
26-yard line. And the Seahawks offense, 1st and 10, getting ready to go. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Yeah, Tyreek.
Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. Look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that
I'll be on grind.
Not even close.
I'll be playing when you wake up. I might have that 99 Lamar by the time you wake up.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
I don't know what sleep is.
From the shotgun, Wilson trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Give me that, Deion.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up
end zone caught.
I was in the
Seattle. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown
in this.
opening quarter. The Seahawks
I was broadcasting, so I didn't want to join no party.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you put some doubt in their minds.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
That's a fumble.
2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They'll look to set up his blockers. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jackson. Nifty move. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race.
Grinding.
Right now, they are sprinting past them.
What you know about grinding?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Chris Carson. I need that Chris Carson.
And out now come the Seahawks. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
Oh, you know, I forgot to put that Walter Jones in my
here, but you also don't have to force everything either.
Come here, John Randall.
There he goes. John Randall, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. 21-0 our score after 1. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start. Got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Bo. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette, and that'll make it 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe it.
On 1st down, Jackson. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but...
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On second down, this is Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Brandon, he's on his way to a big day. He's punched in a couple already, and you know he's seeking more.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Carson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now they'll throw it with Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think that's something about your rush range. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They run the counter. Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On third down, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, big run there, 29 yards and a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Still on his feet. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. They'll run on first down. Jackson. They can't corral him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12. First down, Seahawks. On first down, Jackson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but
one of our
she's
guys.
singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind. But he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. All right, for this challenge, you'll need the lead when the game clock hits 0.
Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to take it. And got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former number 2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bears take over. You know, CD, as Chicago gets in gear for this next drive, you think about the 12-4 season that this franchise had in 2018. That was going to be hard to follow in 2019, but finishing 8-8, a much maligned 8-8 with a lot of boos cascading through Soldier Field, probably not how they envisioned 2019.
Not even close. And remember, they were the first game out of the gate for the 2019 season, opening at home on a Thursday night in the 100th season of the NFL against Green Bay. And that game was an offensive nightmare, really, for both teams. But Green Bay made more plays, ended up winning an ugly affair. Chicago was 29th on offense for the season. If they finish 15th or better, this team's clearly in the playoffs and dangerous and a threat to go to the Super Bowl. But 29th, even with that great defense, gave them.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. The big fella. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game...
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a second down coming up. After the sack on first down, Trubisky, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Open man is Trey Burton. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
But right now, what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
The 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers, and, you know, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
Let's see if he can do just that. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Runs through the contact. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Mitchell Trubisky and the Bears set to begin their next drive. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. Second quarter, you're losing. You're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders. Oh, Cohen lost the football. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Trubisky and Robinson with a big catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. It's Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. He's got Burton here. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, 39 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
Yeah, you heard it, right? You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do. Tighten down everything they're doing and maybe explode at the right time.
Here we go.
Here's Russell Wilson in the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, though.
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Quickly into the hands of Patterson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
That one covers 29 yards. First down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky, and he completes it to Cohen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now Trubisky. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. John Randall breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Brandon, I think...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, holding to 7, if we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll run it with Jackson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Bart, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in the free game. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyreek Hill, 55 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Well, there you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now, remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
All my girls, they love and hate me the same.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. Oh, what a juke into space. The 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 70 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now a 5-time All-Pro. Here's Gale Sayers. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run with the Hall of Famer Sayers. Gets through, and now an opening. Still shedding tackles. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
56. Check 56. Here we go, D.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. That one complete to Okoye. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
This is brought in at the 21. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. What a run, 79 yards on the punt return. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Oh, the offensive guy's going to hear about this later. The punt returner thinks he's the only offense his team needs. Kick it to him, he's going to take it back to the house.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll run now with Okoye. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Calvin Johnson, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that.
And there he goes again. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown.
Partner, the old rules about not fielding punts inside your own 10, those things are way out the window, aren't they?
Yeah, they say put your heels on the 10-yard line, but when you return it, maybe your coach doesn't say anything to you, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of special teams coach, if they've got a special guy, they'll say, yeah, okay, you can go to the 8. But this one, he really had some guts.
So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malcolm Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Rodgers going to throw. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Rodgers on 3rd down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Here's Ray Guy now as he's on here to punt it away. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this will be taken at the 13. A tremendous return there. 39 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. Darnell Dockett, the big tackle, in on the stop. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They run again with Jackson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Continuing to fight for more. Still on his feet. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Come on, the ball.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
Check, watch 54.
On first down, Jackson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now Rodgers to throw on third down. They find some open field here. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's loose again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. What a risk he took, but it paid off. I mean, he took that punt from inside the 5 near the goal line, ran it all the way back.
And normal coaching says you let that one go. Anytime you're inside the 10-yard line, you let it hit and hopefully bounce into the end zone. But as you mentioned, he took a risk, and boy, did it pay off in a big way. I wonder if they let up a little bit going downfield, thinking that there was no way he was going to return that one.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know, are they so defeated at this point, you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward, and
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So the Barons looking at a 1st and 10 as they get ready to go. On 1st down, Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now the Hall of Famer, this is Gale Sayers. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun on 3rd down. Rodgers. Open man is Andre Reed, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a carry for Okoye. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Now he steps away. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
You got nothing.
On third down, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on fourth down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He's always been an incredible decision maker on the field. Takes care of the ball really well, puts his team in the right positions, makes sure the play calls are accurate. Also was a minor league baseball player. Didn't hit very well there. I think he made a great career choice picking football.
They run on first down with Jackson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Elam now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll run with Sayers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
56, the mark, boy, 56. Check 56. And let's get this.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now it's Rodgers. This is Johnson. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And now it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. They'll run on first down. Jackson. Oh, able to avoid him. Oh, he sheds himself free. He's got daylight. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 83 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The yards keep piling up in this first half. He's over 100 already. Now 2 touchdowns to boot after an amazing run right there.
He's running so well, so hard, making people miss, running with such confidence that I've seen this before. It actually takes the confidence away from the defenders. They approach him a little more tentatively, which means he's going to get even more yards and create even more big plays.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and his throw is incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Rodgers to throw once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And there he goes again. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. That'll go down as a 92-yard punt return score. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Let's just call that play what it was. Bold, dashing, daring, and a big-time return for a touchdown.
Fielding a punt inside the 10. Most coaches, they frown upon that, don't they?
They really do. I do know some special teams coaches who say, okay, I'll let you go to about the 8, and you're right in that gray area, and he made that play work in a massive way.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Rodgers on third down. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers now to throw. He's got it at the 15. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll find Driver here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by Stitterud, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And bulldozing through both. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. 48 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times.
Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now Sayers, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That one complete to Okoye. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Love, Harris. That's going to conclude it.